I'm George, co-founder, CEO of Fuse. We're building effectively a new global clearinghouse for emerging markets. We help global businesses to move money in and around various different emerging markets around the world. And you'll often get sold that Swift is broken and slow, and actually we fundamentally just believe it's used wrong, that actually there are several banks in the chain who are not clearing banks. They don't understand your payment flow, they don't understand how to monetize a payment. Instead, they're holding onto your deposits for overnight interest. And really, what if there could be a clearinghouse that starts and finishes the payment, that understands your payment and is correctly incentivized? And so that's really why we started Fuse. And the US and US dollars are a huge clearing market and a really important market for us. So we started the company about 3 years ago. We started in the Middle East, providing virtual accounts for businesses that are looking to, or financial institutions looking to access the region without any local licensing, local presence, and really grown from there. So we help global financial institutions to move money in a really high quality way through virtual accounts, always in the name of your end customer, always on a reliance KYC model where we don't onboard your end customer. We effectively operate like a correspondent bank in Asia, Middle East, US, Europe for our clients. These markets have a lot of money moving to them now. Like if we look at the Middle East, it's got some of the highest monetary flow in the world, but some of the least infrastructure. And so you find very inconsistent services, banks that don't really understand fintech. And as a part of that, you find that you can't always clear a payment in the correct name over an instant payment rail. It's really hard to build a very consistent product in emerging markets. And that's something where we're really very different, because we're often central bank integrated, we have total control over the payment flow, and we operate as a local financial institution in every market we operate in. We can build our infrastructure that actually kind of goes past the local banking infrastructure, which isn't really built for scale, isn't really built for financial services. It's ultimately built for maybe private banking, commodities, etc., and just fundamentally local services. And we can help global financial institutions build a single consistent product in each of these markets like they might be used to in US dollars, in euros, etc. The existing clearing networks really were built through this correspondent banking model. And this is really why you will see that Swift is sold as it's broken, it's not working. And it's actually because your clearing bank isn't clearing your payment all the way to the end. What's happening is it's being thrown over the wall to another bank who throws it over the wall to another bank, all with varying qualities, varying understanding of the payment. We're building that very different by going very local in both the first mile and the last mile of the payment. So your money moves really, really fast when it hits Citibank, JP Morgan, Standard Chartered. And people will often tell you that stablecoins resolve this problem, but actually they replace the Citibank layer. They don't replace the local clearing. And what we're doing differently is we'll work with those partner banks, absolutely, and we can move money through their global treasury networks really very fast. But we're rebuilding the actual settlement layer, the piece where we're clearing the funds in each local market. And that's really important because we retain control over those funds inside our ecosystem at all times. And that's where these large correspondent networks have fallen through, because while Citibank might have the most amazing clearing in the world, they are connected to banks in local markets who don't really understand payments and don't really understand clearing. And that's what we're doing very different, building from the ground up. For us, it's really important to build a whole local business in each market. So everywhere we're licensed, we have a full functional Fuse team that can apply local knowledge against our global network. So for instance, in the Middle East, where we started, it's really hard to do sanction and PEP searches because names may go in and out of Arabic and come out in a different way and look different in each market. And it's really, really hard to understand the kind of the global fraud and AML vector, as well as the local side of that. And so by building local teams in each place and having full local hubs, local licensing, local banking, local infrastructure, we can provide a local service at a global kind of scale. And that's something that I think people have missed out on massively in emerging markets. You often find people building for a single market and they're really good at that market, but they can't really address a global customer. And that's where we're different. Well, we're really building a global clearing bank now. So we're very focused on not just how do we clear money in and out of these markets, but how do we build a full-scale cash management service, allow financial institutions to really manage all of their currencies, their FX risks in each of these local markets around the world. We're really looking to become more and more global as we go forwards.